Hello, Nancy. It's currently Friday, April the 17th, and we had our class yesterday. And so this is a summary of what we did. So I found these different files. They are fine, are not too complex, not too easy as well, but they are quite fine. They say pre-intermediate, but I try to change the format after answering the different questions. So how often do you play sport or do you exercise? More than twice a week, hardly ever, once or twice a week. So how much sleep do you usually get a night? 4 to 6, 6 to 8, or more than 8 hours? Do you eat fruit and vegetables every day? Yes. How do you travel around? So on foot, bicycle, by car. How often do you eat junk food? Hardly ever. How many glasses of water do you drink a day? I would say 7 or more. And are you stressed? Yes. What kind of snacks do you eat the most? I kind of like the nuts. I like nuts, and I like chocolate as well. So can't lie here. So it's, we can also compare. Do you think that Chinese work out more than Americans? Do you think that Chinese sleep more than Americans? Or we can also compare kids. Do you think Chinese kids sleep more than American kids? Sorry. Do you think Chinese kids or Chinese in general eat more vegetables, fruits? Okay. Do you think, we can say also, do you think American kids walk a lot, use their bicycle a lot, or they use public transportation more, school bus, etc. Okay. Eating junk food, Americans are very big into this kind of stuff. Glass of water, not really a big thing for Americans. And stressed, I'm pretty sure Chinese kids are stressed, parents, etc. Not because of what's going on right now, it's just, well, China is not an easy country, to live in, and the competition is so high in America as well. It depends what the parents want their kids to do. And snacks, Americans love potato chips, chocolate sweets, fruit. That's quite rare because kids don't really like to. I try to force my kid to eat banana, an apple, mangoes, strawberries, blueberries. Not easy, but I tell her, look, if you want to watch TV, you eat your banana, or if you want to do that, you eat your blueberries, etc. Okay. So that's quite easy. So let me just show you something else now. So we already watched these kind of videos before. I tried to share these kind of videos with you in the past on different video recordings, and this guy is gonna talk about the present tense. We saw that many times, and let's see if he has something. I'll send it to you, and we'll see if he has something new to teach us. Okay. Anyway, let's see.
Topic: present perfect use 1, and how is it different than the past simple? So let's say we have this. Actually, I should tell you first of all, in the United States, we don't use the present perfect for this. We use past simple. So in the US, for everything I'm about to tell you, we generally use the past simple, but I'll tell you when we do use the present perfect, especially if we want to be very specific. So here's an example. In the past, I did laundry. It's fairly recent in the past. So in the past, I did laundry. Maybe it's a chore. It's something I had to do. So I've done the laundry. So now I can play video games. So it's something I did. And how is it affecting me right now? I'm able to play video games. So it's something I did fairly recently. Okay? So I've done the laundry. So now in the present, so we have the recent past, not too long ago, And how is it affecting me in the present? Well, it's allowing me to play video games. So maybe my mom said, yo, Callan, if you want to play video games, you have to do your wash. You have to do your laundry first. So I have done my laundry, so now I can play video games. Here's the thing though, this is use one. What we are doing is with the present perfect for use one, the most important use for the present perfect, we're showing that we did something in the past not too long ago, or just not so long ago, because it still has a strong impact on the present. This is the main difference, because in the past simple, what we are saying is we did something in the past, and there's just not much of an impact. Not as much as the present perfect. And I'll give you the same example. In the past simple, I can also say, I did laundry. But there's really no emphasis, no focus on the present. So I can say in the past, I did laundry. And that's it. I'm just focusing on something in the past. It's completed. It's done. It doesn't really affect me now. So I can say in the past, I did my laundry. That's it. Who cares? And now I play video games. It's not connected to this past action. So we use the past simple primarily for an action that's completed in the past. It's done, and it doesn't really have a strong effect on us in the present. The present perfect for use one is really trying to focus on how something we did more recent in the past is affecting us now. Let's say
So I'm not going to show you the whole thing, I'll send you the video. It's very interesting because I wanted you, maybe I'm going to stop this, please. How can I stop this stuff? So the thing is, the simple past is a dry past tense. The action is completed and we don't really talk about it. It's not really an emotional tense. As for the present past, you are giving a more complete picture of what you did and what you're doing now. Okay, so you're gonna see this video is well explained. We went through different books, different videos as well, and I'll give you another perspective on this level, okay, because it's more related to American English. Anyway, so that is done. And now I wanted to show you something else, just a sec. Okay, now I'm going to show you something very strange. Nothing related to English courses or language courses. This is page 181. Actually, I don't know if it's the same on the book. This is a book that was written in 1981. I want you to see something here. Okay, let me zoom in because it's a bit small. Okay. Wuhan. So pay attention. You have to go back 20 months. It was around then that a Chinese scientist named Li Chen defected to the United States, carrying a diskette record of China's most important and dangerous new biological weapon in a decade. They called the stuff Wuhan 400 because it was developed at their rDNA labs outside of the city of Wuhan, and it was the 400th viable strain of man-made microorganisms created at that research center. Wuhan is a perfect weapon. It afflicts only human beings. No other living creatures can carry it. And like syphilis, Wuhan can't survive outside a living human body for longer than a minute, which means it can't permanently contaminate objects or entire places the way anthrax and other virulent microorganisms can. And when the host expires, the Wuhan 400 within him perishes a short while later, as soon as the temperature of the corpse drops below 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Do you see the advantage of all of this? Okay. They are talking about a virus. This is a book that was written, let me just stop this, So 181, I'll send it to you. And if I want to check, this is like a science fiction book. Dean Koontz, very well-known science fiction guy. I read all his books, but I didn't remember that. I read all his books in the 90s. And yeah, this is The Eyes of Darkness. Page 181 of the PDF, almost the end of the book. And now I'm talking about this virus. Okay, so pretty strange. I'll go back to this page, 181. Okay, and what else are they saying? They're talking about, you know, a virus microorganism that behaves and can really, you know, do a lot of damages. What are they saying here? So, and Wuhan 400 had other equally important advantages over most biological agents. For one thing, you can become an infectious carrier only 4 hours after coming into contact with the virus. That's an incredibly short incubation period. Once infected, no one lives more than 24 hours. Most dies in 12. It's worse than the Ebola. So they're trying to make it worse than the virus right now. Wuhan 400's kill rate is 100%, which is not always the case here. No one is supposed to survive. The Chinese tested it on God knows how many political prisoners. They were never able to find an antibody or an antibiotic that was effective against it. The virus migrates to the brain stem, and there it begins secreting, you know, it's like creating itself, reproducing itself, or creating a toxin that literally eats away brain tissue like battery acid dissolving cheesecloth. Actually, this affects the kidney, the lungs. So, but it is very, very interesting to see Wuhan 400. This is very strange. I don't know. I don't know if it was like intentional or what, but this is really strange. But anyway, many people. Yeah, another thing. Let me show you the book of this woman. This book is even strange. You know, not even stranger, but weirder. If I do a research, let's say 2020, which is the current year, it's gonna go and search. Okay, so actually I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say virus maybe. There we go. I think this is here. Next. No, we're gonna do 2020 because you're gonna see it's quite interesting. Hold on. So in this book, I try to look for the page 191, and there is around 2020 a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling, like surprising in a sense, and the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attack again 10 years later, and then disappear completely. So, you know, maybe people have access to some information we don't have access to. I don't know, but two different writers talking about that. One was not really saying when exactly, but we have the word Wuhan, and she's talking about 2020. So it's quite strange. I'll send you both books. Well, you have a nice weekend, Nancy, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.